What's the process for coaching? What could you expect in a session with a coach from my company? Well, what you could expect is a professional coach, someone who understands you, but also someone who's really looking to build on your strengths. How we do that normally is that we'll do some assessments. Those are just kind of a quick way of finding out something about you. They'll find out about your leadership strengths, if those are important. They'll find out about your personality. They'll get feedback from your company or people who work for you, again, if that makes sense. And we just get a quick way of understanding who you are already. But the meat of what's going to happen is when you talk to the coach and when you have that deep conversation and when you say, hey, I know we're talking about my career, but I know that in 5 years' time I'm going to retire and I have no clue what I'm going to do, and I'm worried that I won't have any purpose in my life. That's the kind of conversation that we might have. Or we might say, my boss doesn't respect me. And then as we start talking, we realize that the client doesn't respect himself or herself. So how's the boss going to respect him or her? And that's the kind of the deep stuff that's going to happen in that session. I like to say that there's no set way of doing it, there's no agenda, there's no goals which need to be accomplished. And how often do we have a conversation, an hour or 45 minutes or 90 minutes with someone where we don't have to talk about anything, we can talk about what we want to talk about. Then that gets tied in to what our goals are, what our actions are. So we'll create a plan of things we want to look at, things we want to work on in work and at home. So the work things could be, I want to be a stronger leader. They could be, I want to get certified as a project manager. They could be, I want to be able to interact with somebody on my team without getting upset and getting into a fight. And then the home things could be, I want to finish my master's. I want to get some respect from my teenager. Well, that may be tricky. But we can often look at things at home like work-life balance, how you're interacting with your spouse, things like that will come up naturally as part of things which are happening at work because they're often connected. And then you get the chance to really use that time for yourself as a gift. Because I really believe that coaching, one-on-one coaching, can be a gift. For me, having a coach has been amazing, enormous revelations about myself and my work and what I do and about my own life.